Welcome back to Mythic Machines. Today's episode, we're building the last wall we need.
So we got to 45 the corners of the wood because I have a 45 wall. So what you got to do is you got to cut down 45 to one side just like that. So in order to do that, I just made a little jig here so I can use my skill saw. Set the skill saw at 45, and that way this just runs up right against it. And I can just push this all the way down the end and cut it. The blade is not happy.
It is definitely not.
Definitely needs a new blade on this thing. The wood chips in there. The first one I did came out perfect. Of course, when we get the camera out, now it wants to be a pain in the butt.
Well, that's why you always have the camera on.
Yeah.
Real question is what you set up different.
No, the blade's fucking wasted. It's missing teeth. Definitely time for new blades, I think.
Yep. So you can see right there, it's missing one of the teeth. That's why it's having such a hard time. Old worn out blade. Need to get a new one. This is the corner right here. I need the 45 for.
So 45 is there. That way this fits right up against it, and then it matches the 45 wall. This is for the other side though. Just like that. Bam.
It's right in there. A little tall though.
It's for the other side.
That's what they all say.
That one's for the side. The first one comes. Cut off for the 45. You use it to fill the rest. So normally you'd have that gap there, right there, and then what you cut off with it, you just throw right in. Bam, perfect. And there you go, you 45 the corner. Go just like that.
I don't know if you're in framer.
Looks close.
Alright, so we start with my brother putting together a little corner wall, the piece of the wall there. Can't really see a whole lot because I put the camera in a terrible place, I see now. And you see me, I'll walk by every now and then. I'm bringing branches out to the front can, cutting them up, put it in the can so I could take out the can, like the can man can. But so he's put it there. I'll stop it here, cut it forward, so when we're actually building the sidewall. Alright, so we got the little wall there put together. Now we're using that board to find using that as a straight edge, so you can see where our wall's gonna end up there. You see we're blowing out the hole. We just set our anchors, setting that board all up. We're getting everything all nailed together and getting ready to put that wall together and get it all set up. Like I said, there's a little skip there. And you see had another board. So that outer board there was real twisted real bad. So we had to make a new one and replace it. That's what we did. It was off camera, so I just skipped over the dead air and put that on. Then just nail on the tedder, nail everything all together. See, I'm just lifting them up, make sure they're the same height as the board. He's nailing them in, or screwing them in actually. Using screws, not everything else. Yeah, you decide that board wasn't good. It was real twisted, so we got a new one. Or maybe it was too tall, so we cut it down. I don't remember exactly why, but fixed it, put everything else, and getting it all done. Here we just had to take out a little more in that bottom corner of the wall because it wasn't fitting correctly. So knock that out real quick. Alright, so we got our little measurements. Say they were measuring what we need for our head beam. Go back there, we grab it, we cut it off camera. We're going to bring it back and set it up and get it in. Alright, so you can see here that we're getting those 45 boards that we made earlier. Set it in there, we gotta adjust them a little bit, trim a little bit off. So that's why we keep going back and forth with the board. But we're gonna just set them in, nail them all up, and screw them all in, and be good to go. Alright, so you see we're going, we're getting putting on the end caps of the tops there. Got to cut it down, so I'm going to turn the camera towards the saw here in a little bit. Oh, there we go. So this is where I'm going to leave you off, because I turned the camera towards the saw. We cut up some boards, and I never show again that I putting on top cap, screwing them in, or screwing in the walls for the fire stop boards. But so that's where I'm going to leave it at you. This is where my clip ends. Just kind of a few more boards. Thank you for watching, and always, if you liked it, if you be so kind, like, comment, and subscribe, and share with friends, or not friends, share with whoever you want. There'll always be more to come. Next part we're going to be doing on is the roof on the, or the runners at least. Trying to get all that done. Yeah, that takes forever, which we'll show. So until then, be on to the next one.